YouTube? It's your boy Born Time Man back out with another video, man. And today we got five NBA players that have the most to prove coming into the season. Yeah, dig. First off, I just dropped the reaction earlier today. Make sure to go fuck with that. Make sure to go fuck with that. Link of that reaction will be in the description below. Follow all the socials as well. Sub too on the road 60 subs. You know what I'm saying? Grr, bow, grr, bow. You feel me? But yeah. Uh, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to this video, man. Five players that have the most to prove coming into the 2021 playoffs, man. There's a lot of players you could have up here. I can go 10 to 15 players deep on players I think that have to prove themselves in the playoffs. There's players. I think this is a whole. This could be a list of players that could be, just um um players to prove points to players that could have something to prove this year. But like for instance, like some honorable mentions that won't make it to the list. You could say something like Chris Paul. You could say somebody like Kyrie Irving. Is not gonna. I don't know if gonna make the list. LeBron is not gonna make this list. Like there's a lot of players. Kawhi not gonna make this list. You know what I'm saying? That's just a few of the people that have. But without further ado, man, let's get to number five. And the first player we got here, man, is the Durantula. Yo, feel me? I got KD at number five with most players to prove in the 2021 playoffs. And hear me out. This might sound weird, like, oh my God, KD got two rings. KD's the MVP. KD. Here's my thing, bro. KD got two rings, right? But he got it with arguably the most unbeatable team ever, bro. For the modern day, there's nobody as a healthy Warriors. There's nobody who's gonna take him out. And there's no way, bro. The Raptors struggled taking him to six, and KD was out pretty much the whole series. Clay got hurt in Game 6, and they lost. The Warriors choked the game. They didn't really choke. They just lost Game 6. You know what I'm saying? It was just Steph by himself. So at least for Game 6, the other games, But that's besides the point. I think KD has to prove that, like, I guess I don't want to say again because he took the OKC there, right? But like it's like win a chip without Steph and Clay, which I mean it doesn't help that he has Kyrie and Harden now, right? Because it's like another super team. He's went from a super team to another super team. But like the thing is, not really a super team because the Nets, like the NBA is a little more competitive now, at least, and they're not as OP because the Harden and Kyrie don't play like Steph and Clay, so it's not as coherent as together, cohesive. But they're still a very scary team. They're gonna come out the East. You're gonna see LeBron, and KD's gonna have to really beat LeBron. Like in the even matchup, KD's gonna have to see LeBron. You have to see him. Like you feel me? So, because KD and AD, I'll say KD's like second best player in the NBA personally when he's healthy. AD's top five. LeBron's obviously better than Harden. No, like and Kyrie. There's nobody on the Lakers that can fuck with Kyrie really. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, KD's gonna have to win one without them. I believe so. I believe he's gonna have to win one without Steph and Clay. Especially he's talking crazy on Twitter like a couple weeks ago, talking about Steph is a bum, blah blah blah. KD's always the best player. This and that. Whoop whoop whoop. So yeah, KD's number five, man. Because I need to see him win one without Steph and Clay, man. He's the best. He's been the best player on every team he's been on. But I gotta see it, bro. I gotta see him to do it by himself. You feel me? Like not by himself, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. But without further ado, let's get into number three and number four. And the second player we got here, man, and number four is Kevin Durant's teammate James Harden. Okay, I could have had all three of these niggas. Harden, Durant, and Irvin all up here in the top three. But I didn't put Irvin here because, like, I don't know. It's like, because what he needs to prove is that he can do it by himself on a solo squad, and he's not really. He's low key the third best player on this team, anyways. So, yeah, which is not, when a young team, the two top five players, it's not really embarrassment. It's really, like, Kyrie's a top 10 player, top 15 player. So, but yeah, James Harden, man. James Harden, man, he is a regular season demon. And he does pretty decent in the playoffs, man. But the last couple, man, in the playoffs, he has his moments, man, where he just shrinks, man. He has the most turnovers in the playoff game in NBA history. There was a game I guess when he played San Antonio where he lost. He lost the game where he played in San Antonio and shit. Um, there's that. You know what I'm saying? They no Kawhi and they lost by 40. James Harden fouled out. The 27 missed threes. Not saying that's all James Harden's fault, but like 3-2. Yeah, you lose CP3, and with CP3, do they win that series? Absolutely, 100%. But they lose CP3, and it's like James Harden doesn't know what to do. They lose game 6, they lose game 7. He sells that series against the Warriors. The year he consistently used to lose to the Warriors. He's not gonna have that issue this year because he can't see the Warriors unless the Warriors make it to the finals, which is 0 to none, I would say. But even though Steph Curry's balling out of his mind, also Steph Curry could have been on this list, but not really because I mean I can't expect him to do much because his team is so garbage. But yeah, James Harden got the he has to prove that his way of playing can contribute to a championship. Man, he's changed his way of playing a little bit. He's become a little bit more of a passer. A little more different. Kyrie really get more of the scoring and shit. Because Kyrie's more of a two guard, is a combo more of a two than a one. Kyrie is. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, Harden definitely has a lot to prove to me. Not a lot. I think if he makes it to the finals and if he wins the finals, I feel like he's good. Not for his whole career, because the narrative's gonna be he needed KD to win, right? And I might come back next year and make a video like this. Oh, Harden needs to win. If he's Harden, if KD leaves or not leaves, but KD isn't able to play next playoffs, some shit like that. Um, Harden needs to win without KD. I might make a video like that. But for now, I just need to see Harden win a championship with the way he's playing, bro. He's got to prove to a lot of people that he can win it that way. Because it's not looking like he can, bro. But that's all I got to say for Harden, man. Harden. That's all I got to say, man. And on to number 3. Number 3 is Giannis, you feel me? My boy Giannis Antetokounmpo, yard. Greek freak, man. Number 3. Same kind of seems like I have Harden here. They're both very great in regular season. Unworldly great. Giannis, he's getting what 30, 12 and a half, and like a block or two a game, bro. The guy's a demon, man. He's out here, bro, for real, for real. He has 2 MVPs to his name, Defensive Player of the Year to his name. This guy's done a lot, bro, in his 3-year run in his prime. He's in his apex, bro. He's in his prime right now, man. But when it comes to the playoffs, man, it's a different story, bro. Not completely because it doesn't help that his teammates play much worse in the playoffs than they do in the regular season. They play much worse. I'll give him that. His teammates do not play very good. Chris Middleton is not that guy. Drew Holiday, hopefully he can be that guy. I have a big fan of Drew Holiday, so hopefully Drew Holiday can come through and prove me right to a couple of people. You know who you are, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Giannis in the playoffs, man, he just seems to shoot worse, man. And as a person who doesn't take a lot of threes, when your field goal percentage is dropping like that, it's really not that good of a look. You feel me? I feel like he probably, if I look at the stats, he's probably down about 5% in the playoffs than he is to the regular season. But yeah, man, like Giannis, and again, like when you just focus on Giannis for 2 weeks, 7 game series, you find out you could just create a wall against him, bro. Create a wall and make other people beat you. And that kind of sucks because when the others can't beat you, it's like it's gonna be kind of impossible for him to do anything. It's not like he's gonna bulldoze 5 people. So it's like I don't want you can't really call him a choker because it's not like he's not getting no help. That's the problem. So I just see him, James Harden. James Harden is a playoff choker, consistent playoff choker. Giannis, I can't really say the same. Yeah, if it wasn't for Chris Middleton, yeah, we would have gotten swept by the Heat. Yeah, they would have gotten swept by the Heat. But without Giannis, I mean, the Bucks don't make the ECF the next year. Chris Middleton wasn't playing good. I mean, the year before that. You know what I'm saying? Before the Miami, the year before that. You know what I'm saying? So like, Chris Middleton isn't really very good. I don't know. I hate Chris Middleton, bro. Some in my body just hates Chris Middleton, bro. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, it's just like Chris Middleton, man, is a sellout, and it doesn't help Giannis' case either. Giannis doesn't play as well either. He got to develop a 3-point shot for rough. If he wants any chance. But yeah, to be honest, that's why I got Giannis at number 3, man. There's 2 other players I have ahead of him. This guy could have been easily number 1, but only problem with Giannis being at number 1 is that um number 2 or 1 is the fact that he has MVPs and he has a Defensive Player of the Year, and like it's not really him choking. But we'll get into number 2, man. Let's get into number 2 right now. And at number 2, we got the boy D Buck. You feel me? Got the boy D Buck, man. Um, Devin Booker, man, bucket. One of the best young players in the league right now. Nobody's gonna debate that. Top five shooting guard for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, top five shooting guard for sure. I would say Bradley Beal. I'd have him ahead of Donovan Mitchell. I'd have him maybe CJ. I might put ahead of him. So I'd say Devin Booker low key a top three shooting guard. I see Clay when Clay's healthy, but Clay's not healthy, so we're not gonna count that as shit. Definitely you put Harden and all that, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Point is, Devin Booker's gonna be in his first playoff series, and the reason why I have him this high is because he has the as so far he has the least amount of accomplishments out of everybody on this list, and he is gonna have the least accomplishments out of everybody on this list because number one has more accomplishments, not that many more accomplishments, but more and more playoff success. But Devin Booker, man, Devin Booker. It's gonna be his first playoffs, man. It's gonna be interesting. He has a veteran. Yeah, he's mini LeBron. The 6 foot version of LeBron is literally CP3, bro. That's kind of disrespectful because like calling on another man. You know what I'm saying? CP3 is my favorite player ever. Because CP3 is a goal, man. Without him, the Thunder don't go nowhere. They still had a 0.8% chance of making the playoffs last year, and they almost knocked out Harden and Russ. If it was for Harden making a great defensive play on Lou Dort, I lost money on that though. Rest, rip, rip, rip. But yeah, Devin Booker, man, he is he's a bucket, bro, and it's like we gotta see because like everybody's first playoffs, like all eyes are on you, bro. We saw Luca, Luca went stupid. Giannis took his team far. Like it's like D Book, what's going on? Like let's see some D Book. Like shout out my boy Perkinoski too, but so show me something D Book, show me some. Like you feel me? Let's see something, bro. Because if he chokes, right, he has a bad series. He shoots 30%, averages like 5, 10 less points per game, less than what he usually averages. It's like, ooh, D Book a choker? Is D Book not a playoff player? Like, because he's too far in his career to where we could say, oh, it's like, because usually if you're like a rookie, even Donovan Mitchell, rookie year, he was busting niggas' ass, busting Paul George ass, busting Russell Westbrook's ass. So it's like we're gonna have to see something from D Book, bro. And I just have him this high because this is his first playoffs. We got to see something. He's gonna out of everybody's first playoff appearances. I think he's like I believe he's the best player. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, he's number two for that reason. I could have had number one, but number one I just have a lot of reasons for number one. And yeah, man. Without further ado, let's get to number one. And at number one, we got the man himself, PJ Third. Paul George, man. This guy's a very weird character, man. Very, very, very weird NBA player, man. He in his beginning of his year, career, man, he was a demonic playoff performer. You saw what he was doing in Indiana, dunking on Birdman. Almost taking LeBron deep with that Pacers team. That Pacers team could have knocked out LeBron's heat. Not really, because LeBron's LeBron, but like, you feel me? But you guys get the point though. Paul George was an amazing playoff performer. He messed up his leg. He had a very bad leg injury. Thank God, bro, that he came back and he's even gotten more of a bag. I feel like he's even gotten deeper in his bag. Like that now that he couldn't rely more on his athleticism. He lost it a little bit, not as much, but just a little bit. So he had to get more of an offensive bag. I feel like PG's developed that. So you feel me? Like he's gotten better and shit over time. But as in the playoffs, it's been looking rough. OKC, not good at all. Either the game where Russell, I think game 6 or game 5, a crucial closeout game. PG has 5 points. Russell has like 47. They lose to the Jazz, to a rookie in the first round. Like you guys just saw what happened with 3-1. Paul George pretty much didn't play good that whole bubble. Yeah, he's saying some shit about his mental health and stuff like that, and I respect that. But I just feel. I mean, I don't know. I can't sit there and say like that's the reason why Paul George played bad. It might have just been the pressure of he has to like be that number two guy, and then it's just like I don't know if he could be that number two guy. Like the number one guy. I mean, at times he could be a number two guy, of course, but the number one guy. Sometimes Kawhi has an off night. Maybe Kawhi has an off night. Like we need you, Paul, and he does not come up. He comes up very small in very clutch situations, man. I don't trust Paul George going to this playoffs, but he has the most to prove, man. I feel like after this year, because if the Clippers don't do anything this year and they get bounced like second round, Kawhi and PG are up for contract, man. And I think PG is gonna be gone, and PG, I just don't think people will just respect PG the way that I feel like he had the respect in Indiana, man. Like I don't feel he'll ever get that back if he doesn't do that, if he doesn't, perform in the playoffs this year. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and then that's it. I expect the most out of this guy. On the list, I expect he has to prove the most. I believe to people because James Harden got his MVP, Giannis got his MVP, KD has MVPs in a ring. I mean, Devin Booker, he just got into the playoffs. You feel me? But Paul George is like there. He's not a young guy no more, and he's to an age where he show me something, Paul. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna do it for the video, man. If you're new, man, make sure to like, share, subscribe. You feel me? On the road to 60 subscribers, man. This was NBA top 5 players with the most approved this playoffs. And it's your boy Born Time, man. And I'm out. Grr, bow, 790, I'm on him down. 790, I'm on him down. She love me the style.